That music is loud, man. I ain't gonna lie.
And welcome to Glycod's coverage of KHSAA 1A semifinal playoffs, as we are set to host the KCD Bearcats coming in at 11-2 and the Raceland Rams at 10-3. This for the right to play Pikeville or Campbellsville next week in the 1A championship at noon at UK's Kroger Field. And we should have a really good one for you tonight, folks. Our broadcast team tonight, as we're just getting things finally going here. The broadcast team tonight is Antoine Wordlow, and I'm Dr. Todd Carter. And Antoine, so nice to work with you again. And boy, this is it's semifinals. It's December. It's chilly. But what kind of ball game do you think we're going to see tonight, Antoine?
Well, I think it gets no better than this. You've got two teams coming here on 3-game winning streaks, playing extremely, extremely good football. And if you're Raceland, you're going for your second straight championship appearance. So, there's a lot at stake here tonight. And if I'm KCD, I'm super excited for this opportunity.
Absolutely. Well, we should have a good one tonight in this semifinal game, and of course we will be the whole time be also watching for down the road Pikeville and Campbellsville, and try to make sure we get you that score as well. We should talk about the weather, because we've had beautiful weather for many of our Glycod games. We had rain last week here, but tonight our game day weather brought to you by Thomas Car Wash. Thomas Car Wash is back for another season of high school football on Glycod and proud to sponsor tonight's weather forecast. They've been fastest and finest since 1946. Take it to Thomas. Well, it is 39 degrees, and it feels even cooler with that, with the wind blowing out of the north. Cold temps, but it is clear, and so we are expecting no rain for tonight's game. Well, we're going to step aside. We're going to hear from some fantastic Glycod sponsors. When we come back, Antoine had the chance to talk to Coach Michael Salmons of the Raceland Rams. And so when we return, you will hear from Antoine and Coach Salmons here on Glycod.
Owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Mill graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Mail. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hirschhorn Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express wash to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Tradition means values, and we want a banker who has the same philosophy. Traditional Bank is a Kentucky-based business, and that does mean a lot to a business that is based in Kentucky. They know what we're going through. They are always there for us, and that means more than anything else. My name is Allison. I choose Traditional Bank because of the personal service. Paddle on into Canoe, Kentucky.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. If you're a new or experienced agent and you would like to join Polo Real Estate, contact them at 502-702-7656. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Polo Real Estate Group, representing the region's finest properties with exceptional skill, using the most innovative technologies available.
Get it. Yeah, thank you.
We're not used to that kind of treatment. See, we was like, thank you. Not a problem. Y'all good ones. Good evening. This is Antoine Wordlow, Senior with Glycod Media, here alongside Coach Mike Salmons in his 10th season with a 95-37 record. Coach, Raceland has played some great football this season. How does it feel to be playing in your 3rd straight semifinal?
Yeah, obviously, our community is really excited about being here, and never done it this many times in a row, and so you're honored and grateful at the same time. You get a little greedy, you want to take it a step farther, but we're most definitely excited to be here tonight.
Wow, man, it's great to have you here too. And I also got a question. So how was practice this week preparing for this game?
Our kids have been really, really seem like they've really been together through this whole thing, all the way through the postseason. And this week's always a little bit few more distractions. There's no school, and of course you got the big holiday in there. But our kids have really been connected. We have 16 seniors that kind of lead our rally cry. But those guys are kind of just dialed in. They kind of want the game plan, make a few adjustments, get some reps on the field, and get on the payday.
Absolutely. What concerns you the most about this KCD team tonight?
Well, I think first of all their ability to control the line of scrimmage and really just almost make you die a slow death, so to speak. And then what happens is, they lull you asleep, and then they got some athletes over the top that can really, really make explosive plays. So,
absolutely.
You kind of got to pick your poison. Obviously, they're in the state semifinals for a reason. They got a really, really good football team, and take our best effort here tonight to come out of here with a victory.
Absolutely. And also, you've got a great QB in Logan Lundy, and also a great running back in Noah Wallace. Is there anyone else on the offensive side of the ball who you think can make a, good impression tonight on the game?
We're a collective effort. Last week, Logan and Noah had tremendous games, and they're seniors for us, and they've started in upwards of 50-some games now, so they got vast experience. But we're a collective unit. We're not a we don't really try to feature one guy. Last week it just so happened that their numbers were called a little bit more than others, and honestly, that I don't know if I would even say that was a game plan. Just kind of you get into the game and kind of how it unfolded. But we feel like we got a complement of guys who can step up and make plays, and when the time is right, and Noah and Logan are at the top of the list.
All right, that's great to hear. And also, my last question will be, how's everyone feeling tonight? Any health problems with the coaches, players?
No, we're very grateful and blessed with some good travel down. It was about 190 miles to the east of here, and stopped about halfway and had a little pregame meal. And again, just sometimes you gotta, we gotta lace it up and let it go. But very grateful to be here, and for being week 14, we're as healthy as we can be.
Absolutely, Coach Salmons, thank you for your time and great luck tonight. And thank you for your time.
Thank you.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. If you're a new or experienced agent and you would like to join Polo Real Estate, contact them at 502-702-7656. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Go ahead, pour it on, as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham, always served to you fresh and so good It'll make you say,
"Holy smokes!"
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a side of ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
And welcome back to Kentucky Country Day High School, where the Bearcats of Country Day are taking on the Raceland Rams in this KHSAA 1A semifinal ball game tonight for the right to go play either Pikeville or Campbellsville next Friday at noon at UK's Kroger Field. And it's time for our Keys to the Game. Tonight's Keys to the Game presented by IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. For those Keys to the Game, let's turn it back over to our analyst for this evening, Antoine Wardlow. Antoine, let's first take on the Raceland Rams.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a lot of keys that I think is going to be important in this game. But, we came up with a few. And I think if you're Raceland, you're going to have to utilize the running game. You've got a great running attack, and you can use that to control the clock and also keep this explosive KCD team off the field. You're going to have to apply pressure to this QB, Ethan Harris. He is an explosive quarterback. Not only can he pass, but he can also run the ball. So they're going to have to apply a lot of pressure to this QB if you're Raceland. And then also, it's simple. Stay disciplined and don't turn the ball over. If you turn the ball over tonight, KCD is going to blow you out.
Stand for the playing of our national anthem, honoring America.
Go ahead.
And if I'm KCD, I really have to focus on stopping the run of Raceland, because we all know that Raceland is going to run this ball tonight. They've got a running back by the name of Noah Wallace. He is an extremely, extremely good running back.
All right. Well, let's take a brief break. When we come back, we will continue and get you the Kentucky Country Day Keys to the Game in just a moment on Glycod.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. you can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Go ahead, pour it on, as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham, always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
I'm your overly competitive brother. Psych, and I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh? Ow! And now you're ready to settle a score. Game over. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Thanks, bro.
Take a lap, rookie.
Contact Louisville and Lexington Allstate agent Thomas Allen for a quote today.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Family owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Mill graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Mail. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hurstbourne Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express washes to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
As we return to Kentucky Country Day High School in this KHSAA 1A semifinal playoff matchup, we're going to get to the keys to the game for Kentucky Country Day. Tonight's keys to the game presented by IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. And for those for Kentucky Country Day, let's turn it back over to Antoine.
Yes, now Kentucky Country Day, they definitely have their hands full today. It's a lot of talent on this field from Raceland. So I'm going to start with KCD. They have to stop the run. Raceland has a running back by the name of Noah Wallace. He is amazing. He is going to get his touches tonight. So KCD is going to have to stop the run. Also, I think something they can do on the offense side of the ball. KCD can use their run to set up the passing game. They've got a lot of explosive receivers, got a lot of size. You got a young man by the name of Cam Edwards who's a big target. You'll be able to utilize him tonight. Probably one of the best players in 1A. And my third thing I think would be very important is special teams. I think this is an area that KCD can take advantage of. If they can find a way to make some good plays in special teams, that would definitely give them advantage and an opportunity to win this big game tonight.
All right, so those are your keys to the game presented by IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Well, I had a chance just a little while ago to talk to head coach Matthew Jones of Kentucky Country Day. So let's go ahead and hear from him here and stay on schedule in the pregame for this 1A semifinal matchup tonight from Country Day. Live pregame here with head coach Matt Jones of the Kentucky Country Day Bearcats. Coach, we were here for a big game last week and a win and over Ludlow. And my first thought is, boy, oh boy, your team seemed to play well just in all phases of the game. Just, I guess, first of all, do you agree with that? And what do you think of your performance last week?
Yeah, just really proud of the kids. You know, we played a game with no turnovers and no offensive penalties, which I was really proud of. And we forced the turnovers, which was a huge part of the game. Anytime you're in the playoffs, that turnover battle is huge. And I was proud of our kids for forcing those turnovers.
Well, and I was going to say that your offense played great, but especially with forcing those turnovers and then what you did with those turnovers really just set the tone for the night and put you guys on the right foot.
Yeah, the big plays, Cam Edwards made big plays. E.T. Harris was able to keep a ball and run, and we need him to do more of that tonight. And I'm just proud of our playmakers for stepping up. We didn't consistently run the ball last week. We need to run it a little better tonight. But I was proud of the way we made the plays when they presented themselves.
Well, and as far as this team from Raceland that you're going to see tonight, what they're going to put on the field, just any thoughts as you've scouted them up, what you might be seeing tonight?
Sure, hard-nosed, well-coached, exactly what you'd expect in the semifinals here in Kentucky. I mean, they're going to run the ball. They're going to stop the run. Their quarterback is extremely physical. I mean, he's going to try to run over people. He's not looking for a sideline to run out of bounds. And Coach Salmons and his staff do a tremendous job. I think I've seen at least 20 different coaches out here since they've been here today. So they're going to do a great job, and hopefully we can match it.
Well, and as far as back to your team, and as far as your team goes, what aspect tonight is really going to have to perform? What are you guys going to have to do well in order to win this game and get to go play next week?
Yeah, well, we got to stop the run. At least we got to. I don't think you can stop Raceland, but you got to contain them. You got to hold them, make them punt, get the ball out of their hands a little bit, and then we've got to be able to run the ball. We've got to be able to establish and sustain drives, get a few first downs. We can't continue to send a tired defense back out on the field against an offense that wants to grind us down. So we got to be able to move the football a little bit on our side and then get a break or two, a special teams break or a turnover like last week. And I think we have a great opportunity.
Well, it's been a couple of years you've gotten to practice on Thanksgiving. What does it mean to get to be still practicing and get to do that on Thanksgiving Day with your team?
Yeah, we had over 100 people here yesterday to celebrate our practice at 9 a.m. and it was just incredible. It's just a family gathering when you get alumni, past parents, current parents, and everybody stayed to watch practice and everybody had coffee and donuts. And there's just no better way to celebrate Thanksgiving than by practicing football.
All right. Good luck tonight, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you, Todd. I appreciate you.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Glycon on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycon.
Hi, I'm Sarah Neely. I'm the financial manager at Millridge Farm. Whenever you transition financial institutions, there's a tremendous amount of paperwork involved. Traditional banks streamlined this paperwork and they just made it very simple. Traditional Bank is a locally owned bank that allows us to operate on an international platform. They make my life better, they make my job easier, and they make Millridge a better place.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. If you're a new or experienced agent and you would like to join Polo Real Estate, contact them at 502-702-7656. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
Just minutes away from the kickoff here at Kentucky Country Day High School in this 1A semifinal. Let's take a brief look at the starting lineups for both teams. And we'll have to do this quickly, but first let's look at the Raceland Rams across the front. Carey, Burrows, Bowden at center, Black and Bailey in the backfield, Wallace and Browning, and you heard Antoine talking about Noah Wallace and his abilities. Rousey, Fannin, and Eisen out at wide receiver. And Logan Lundy, the quarterback, 63% passer for nearly 1,700 yards, 22 TDs, and just 7 INTs. On defense, Salmons, Corral, Jackson, linebackers Bell, Heighton, Webb, Tyson, and at the back end, McGee, Fannin, Wallace, and Austin. For the home offense, Crowley, Cherry, Ladd, Mandy, and Golder. The wide receivers, Humphreys and Edwards, Bay, the tight end, Finney and Cantley, fullback and tailback respectively, and Ethan E.T. Harris at quarterback with over 2,000 yards passing, 20 TDs, and just 5 interceptions. And for the home defense, Callahan, Cherry, and Golder up front, Mackey, Johnson, Cantley. The linebackers, the rover is Bates, the adjuster is Brown, Hamlin, the bandit is Humphreys, Cam Edwards at one cornerback, Michael Rader at the other, and that is the starting lineup for Kentucky Country Day. So we're going to jump away, and we will be back with the kickoff here on Glycod.
Overly competitive brother. Psych. And I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh? Foul! And now you're ready to settle a score. Game over. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Thanks, bro.
Take a lap, rookie.
Contact Louisville and Lexington Allstate agent Thomas Allen for a quote today. From Glycod, it's IBEW Local 369 Louisville Football Friday. IBEW 369, power up your potential. Tonight's game is brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. State Farm Insurance agents Brian Morrison and Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles. Allstate Insurance agent Thomas Allen, he puts you in good hands. Thomas Car Wash and Holy Smokes Barbecue. Now to the field for all the action from Glycod on IBEW Local 369 Louisville Football Friday.
As we get set for the kickoff in this 1A semifinal from Monahan Field here at Kentucky Country Day, enjoying the light show and the music as the Raceland Rams and Kentucky Country Day are about to go at it. Country Day won the toss, and they deferred, so Raceland will get the ball first. I'm going to show you the officials. Referee John Bruce, umpire Ronnie Bradford, linesman Greg Meacham, line judge Danny Walker, back judge Dustin Bargo. Special shout out for him as he brought us this lineup. Field judge Brandon Fugate, side judge Zach Perry. And we welcome all of you watching from all over the country. I already know we've got folks watching in Georgia and folks down in Florida, so thank you for tuning in. Again, I'm Dr. Todd Carter, Antoine Wordlow, our analyst on the ball game tonight, Xander Essex running our camera, and we are about set. We're going to try to keep our hands warm on this 39-degree evening,
yes,
which will be a tall order.
Yeah, but you know what, Todd? This is playoff football weather. I remember back in '93 when we won state championship, it was ice cold rain. You just got to find a way to keep pushing.
So Raceland will receive.
It's going to be a good one.
And I believe we'll try to see who's back. I do know that Philip Papa will be kicking the ball away for Kentucky Country Day.
Here we go.
And boots it. A low driver fielded at the 10 on the near sideline, still going, and finally driven out of bounds.
Kickoff return by number 22.
And that's a pretty good way to start the game. You know, I talked a little bit about special teams in the beginning. I think that's an area where KCD can take advantage of. Pretty good field position to start this game off by Raceland.
Absolutely. So the Raceland Rams will be taking over first.
You know what, Todd? There's no doubt in my mind that Noah Wallace is going to get this ball to start this game off.
Absolutely.
We'll see. KCD has to be ready for this explosive running attack that Raceland has brought in town today.
So Raceland looks to go to work here, 1st and 10. And ball on the left side. That's Wallace. Coach called it. Antoine correct on that one.
Yeah.
And nice gainer of about 5 to 6 there. We'll see where the ball is spotted.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, if I'm Coach Jones, that's probably one of the positive things about this game is that you know they're going to run the ball. So you've got opportunities to prepare for this. But, again, stopping Noah is easier said than done.
That was Browning, by the way, on the kickoff return. I apologize. Isaac Browning, senior. Now Lundy looks to throw. Left side does. And horse collar tackle, I believe, is what they're going to call as the flag comes in. It was enough for the first down.
Pass complete to number 10, Parker Bannon.
Yeah, that was just a great look by Lundy. Let's see what the call is.
And sure enough, penalty against
the Bearcats.
Kentucky Country Day. It was a face mask penalty.
Oh, wow. Yeah, now, if I'm Kentucky Country Day, we have to cut down on penalties. You don't want to start the game off early with these type of penalties because you're already going to have your hands full to stop this offense, so you don't want to give them any easy yards.
Absolutely.
And, again, I'm excited about this racing team because I'm an old school guy. I love teams that run the ball. It controls the clock. It controls the game. It keeps the other team off the field. So I'm excited to see what racing can do against this great KCD defense.
Placed on the Bearcat 39-yard line. 1st and 10, Rams.
So a 15-yarder marked off against Kentucky Country Day, and that puts the ball well into Country Day territory for these Rams. Lundy throws to the left, couldn't connect. That was Jonah Arnett out there, freshman.
2nd and 10, Raceland.
And Lundy had a little bit of pressure on him. It just wasn't a good pass. The receiver was open. They just were not able to connect. And that's something that you got to watch the cold weather, too. You know, the quarterbacks have to learn to pass this ball when their hands are cold.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Well, what do you think, though, too, Antoine, when you've got a run game that can get you 4, 5, 6 yards when it needs to, you can sometimes take some chances.
Absolutely.
Lundy calls for it, He's going to keep, and short gainer there. Going to be a couple 3 yards for Logan Lundy.
Yeah, that's a great stop by the KCD defense. They're starting off with a lot of energy. And, you know, Todd, there's something we didn't talk a lot about was this secondary of KCD. They have a lot of interceptions this season. I want to say maybe 18?
Yep, sounds correct.
Yeah, and then Raceland also has maybe around 16, so we got 2 great secondaries in this game tonight.
Yeah, 18 interceptions, second in 1A.
Wow.
So 3rd and 7 for Lundy and company in KCD territory. Lundy checks with the sideline. And handoff, another run play, not much there. KCD defense stands up.
Yeah, that's a great job by the KC defense. Again, when you're able to get that many players on Wallace, that's what it's going to take to bring him down. And I'm going to tell you guys that watching at home, Logan Lundy, he's a 6'3", 215-pound quarterback, and he looks that big, you know, by the naked eye. So, again, great job by KCD to start this game off.
And Lundy, a verbal commit to Eastern Kentucky University. And Lundy, one man with him in the backfield, looks to throw, has some time, launches it down the middle, caught, and touchdown.
Yeah, and you want to talk about that's as good as a pass as you're going to see in your first series in a 30-degree weather playoff game. What poise Lundy showed on his first series. Great job by Raceland. These DBs for KCD are going to have to stay on their toes because I know they practice to stop the run the whole time, but they will pass the ball. Raceland will.
So on the 4th and 7, the touchdown strike comes for Raceland. Stanley in to attempt the extra point as the shift comes on. And the kick is up. Kick is good. So with 9:22 remaining, the Rams strike first. We will take a brief break. When we come back, we'll show you that replay here on Glycod.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
Going to show you the replay, hopefully, before the kickoff goes. We may have to cut it to come back. No, we got it in there. So now we will cut and come back to live action as Raceland goes on top early here over Country Day. Short kick fielded at about the 22. And nice run back there.
Kickoff return for the Bearcats by number 15.
And you know, Todd, I want to ask something.
That was Rudolph on the return.
Absolutely. And, you know, we talked a lot about Noah Wallace running the ball, but we didn't talk a lot about Logan Lundy. He's almost a 2,000-yard passer as well.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, so, I mean, what a combination it is if you're Raceland.
So, again, the 36-yard touchdown strike with Stanley knocking through the extra point, making it 7-0 as KCD and Harris comes out. First pass on the right to Cam Edwards.
I really like that play call, and I really think that Cam Edwards can really do some special things in this game tonight. On the offensive side of the ball, I think there's going to be opportunities where they can go over top and make sure he gets some touches. So great pass by E.T. Harris, who's also a 2,000-yard passer.
So 2nd and 5 as KCD sets here. Handoff right up the middle. And that's going to go.
Kasani Wilson.
And that's Kasani Wilson, and he is back. There was some question as to whether or not he would return, and there you go. Gain of 6 and a 1st and 10.
Yeah, and I spoke to Kasani a little bit before the game. I didn't realize he was out almost, 3 games?
Yeah,
and he's already rushed over 1,000 yards, so that shows you the impact he can have on the game. He's kind of limping right now, so hopefully he's not rushing back too soon.
So Wilson gets the first down. Couple of first downs for one first down for Raceland, and now reaching out there, that was Cantley. Lawson Cantley, and it's going to be a loss of 1.
Yeah, that's a great job out of Racing defense. A loss of 1. But I really think KCD's going to have to run this ball a little bit if they want any chance to win this game tonight.
Finney checks to the sideline. Couple of wideouts come to the near side, one to the far on the 2nd and 11 play for Harris. He keeps, tries to get around the edge, has the first down. No, ball on the turf.
Fumble on the play.
Fumble on the play, recovered by Raceland.
Fumble recovered by number 35.
And let's see if we can see if we got that on the replay. That ball was definitely out before he hit the turf.
Yep. And what a hit he took, too.
Took a big hit there. Good camera work by Xander Essex to capture that. And that was a biggie.
Yeah, and we talked about this. You have to take her the ball tonight. Again, with it being cold, it does take a toll on your hands and stuff like that, but you got to stay disciplined and realize that you have to hold on to the ball. What a hit by Raceland.
So our first turnover of the game by Kentucky Country Day on a fumble by Harris. And good defense there by Country Day.
Yeah, that's huge. And KCD really needs their defense to do something special here. You don't want to go down 14-0 in the game like this. It's going to be too hard to catch up when Racing wants to run the ball and control the clock. So I think this is a big possession early in this game.
Absolutely.
Raceland.
Parker Eisen here to the near side for Raceland. Ball into the hands of Rousey on the far side. And that's going to bring up third down after that carry. It's going to be
and yeah, that
3rd and 9.
Absolutely. That was a pretty easy pitch and catch for Logan Lundy. So I think KCD's going to have to get more pressure on him, or else that's going to be too easy of a play.
So Lundy with Wallace in the backfield. Couple trips left. And it's going to keep it. Got a block. Got away. And driven down. And ball's on the turf. And I believe this one's going to go to KCD. We will wait to show you the replay until we see who's got it. Still fighting for it. KCD thinks they've got it, and they do.
Wow. Wow, what a turn of events early in this game. Both teams have put the ball on the ground. Great job by Cam Edwards to stay focused and make sure he picked that ball up. Wow, that's amazing. And again, you can blame somebody on the cold weather. These kids, you come in prepared, ready to go, but once you're out here in this cold weather, you never know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great job by the KCD defense.
I'm going to turn us both up there, Antoine, because boy, oh boy, that's that loud.
Yeah, it's real loud. I can't
coming through there.
Barely hear myself talk.
So 1st and 10 for Kentucky Country Day. And pass interference coming. That was intended for, well, I'll tell you in a second. I want to get the replay in here. That was for Nehemiah Brown Hamlin as the wind wreaking havoc on our paperwork.
This is definitely playoff football in Kentucky. Super cold, windy. Two great teams in town.
And so that was a halfback pass there from Wilson.
15-yard penalty.
But a 15-yard penalty.
And, how about Coach Jones having this much confidence in Kasani Wilson? He hasn't played much. You give him an early touch, and now he's thrown a pass already.
Yep.
So, again, Coach Jones here to win this game tonight, obviously.
So Bearcats driving after that fumble recovery. Harris, a little bit of high snap, pitch, catch, and then run out of bounds was Edwards.
Pass complete to number 10, Cam Edwards.
Yeah, Todd, I am a huge fan of number 10, Cam Edwards. He just does so many things. Also a great basketball player, too, for those at home that didn't know that. He's a two-sport athlete. He's one of the better athletes, and not just 1A, but just in the state of Kentucky. That is my opinion over watching this young man play the last couple of years. Super talented, super tall, still growing. Great job.
So Cam Edwards came in with 44 catches for 829 yards. That one for about 6 more. Harris looks right. Flag comes in. That was to Brown Hamlin, but a flag lies a couple of yards past the line of scrimmage, and we will see.
Illegal procedure violation against the Bearcats.
All right, that's going to go against the Bearcats. Going to make it 2nd and 9.
Outside the penalty, there was another good play call. You got another 6'3" receiver on the other side, Brown Hamlin. He doesn't get many touches, but I think this is an opportunity tonight to get him the ball. Big target, throw it up, give him a chance. Nehemiah's also a senior.
So with 5:39 remaining here in the first quarter, still early. Man in motion, that's Humphreys. Handoff. Wilson spins out of the first tackle.
And off to number 7, Kasani Wilson.
And nice block there from Finney as well.
And that's a good run. And I'm telling you, how about the toughness of Kasani Wilson coming off an injury, giving it all he has already early in this game. It's cold, so I'm sure he's still aching a little bit. So, again, that's a pretty good run for a young man coming off an injury.
Bearcats.
3rd and 8 here. And Wilson sets up to the right of Harris. Harris puts Humphreys in motion. And it's another illegal procedure.
Wow.
On the play, illegal procedure against the Bearcats, 5 yards.
This cannot make Coach Jones happy.
13.
This is normally a well-coached, well-disciplined team. Not showing that right this second, so hopefully they can get this together because this does hurt.
Going to make it 3rd and 13.
Woo, it's a big difference.
Big difference. So Harris checked with the sidelines. Now Ladd, the center, and company come out. Finney, the fullback. Here comes some pressure and trying to set up a screen, and that did not work. That was intended for
Harrison's pass intended.
Yeah, not really sure what happened there. Just the play didn't develop well.
Right.
Again, that was a big 3rd down for Kentucky Country Day. They're going to have to punt it away here.
That was intended for Finney, and my apologies. I realized I'd left the flag logo up. We shouldn't have. It is 4th and 13. So punt upcoming. Brom Garlove, the punter. High snap, but good blocking there, and it rolls to about the 17-yard line, where Raceland will take over. 4:23 remaining here. Let's go ahead and try to catch a really quick break. Hopefully we can get it all in. If not, we'll be back soon on Glycod.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville.
As we return to live action, Lundy flushed from the pocket and brought down for a sack.
Carry by number 7, Logan.
Great job by the KCD defense. I thought for a minute that Lundy was going to be able to find his way to the outside and get away. But again, there was more than one defender in on the tackle. So that's a great job by KCD. And this is another good opportunity. If you keep them down here or force them into a punt, you're going to get good field position.
Loss of 5 on the play. 2nd and 15, Raceland.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 15 for the Rams. 3 wideouts come to the near side, 1 to the far.
Watch for this post by number 4. Watch for the post.
And run there. Inside, just a tough between the tackles kind of run.
Absolutely.
That's Isaac Browning, the fullback on that run.
Yeah, but that's what Raceland does. And, Salmons, Coach Salmons is great, has a great game plan when it comes to the running the ball. So, again, not surprised, has a lot of confidence in his running game. And he's not going to go away from him. He's going to run the ball no matter what.
Direction, 3rd and 6.
So 3rd and about 6 for Lundy and company. Throws left. A little bit of a screen there. It's going to be a 1st down and more.
And, Todd, we said it once, but I'm going to say it again. That's what the run does. It allows so many other opportunities on the offensive side of the ball. And I think that's what KC's going to struggle with tonight. You got to focus on Wallace and the other running backs, but then you got this quarterback who's thrown for over 1,500 yards this year. Tough task from KCD.
So that resets the chains. And for 1st and 10 Raceland on the 33-yard line or near it. 3 wideouts to the near side. 1 to the far. Wallace in the backfield. Handoff to Wallace. This one goes nowhere. In fact, it might even be tackled for a loss. That was Browning, excuse me.
Tackle number 51.
Yeah, Todd, this front 7 for KCD on defense, they're playing extremely well. The offensive line for Raceland had no push on that play. They actually went backwards. So if KCD can continue to do that and push them backwards, wow, what a turn of events that'll be.
Got 2 in the backfield there. Browning closest to you. Wallace on the other side of the quarterback. Handoff Wallace, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. So no gain there. The
carry on the play by number 2, Wallace.
Yeah, this
KCD defense really standing up, Antoine.
Absolutely, Todd. This D-line, if you really keep your eye on it, they're really playing some aggressive football. They're getting a great push. Nothing there for the Racing offense. I'm assuming Racing's going to have to go to the air here, but we'll see because they believe in running the ball.
It's 3rd.
So 3rd and 9 for Logan Lundy and company. I believe that's Browning, fullback, in there for protection, but still Lundy flushed, goes left, little pitch, catch. If it's in bounds, it's good for the 1st down, and it is.
Man, I'm telling you, Logan Lundy showing a lot of poise. These 3rd downs are not intimidating him at all. They're getting these 3rd downs like they're nothing. So the KCD's going to have to work on that. You can't keep allowing them to do these 3rd downs.
4th 1st down of the evening, very unofficially, for the Rams, who are already lead 7-0. Power formation in there. And straight ahead for about 3.
Handoff to number 28, Browning.
Yeah, and that's a different running back. So again,
that's
they have
Browning.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got a lot of capable running backs behind Wallace. So again, numerous of running backs trying to tire down the KC defense. Let's see if it works.
That's Browning. Browning came in with 78 carries for 245 yards and 3 touchdowns. Browning still in there in the backfield behind Lundy. The 2nd down play. Browning with it. Ball on the turf. And I believe that's going to be KCD ball.
Wow, we're seeing a lot of balls hit the ground today.
Sure have. See if we got that on the replay.
Fumble recovered by number 18, Nehemiah Brown.
And these backs and receivers and quarterbacks, they have to find a way to get used to this cold weather. I'm sure they don't put the ball on the ground that easy. That was just like he just dropped the ball kind of.
After the fumble, the ball
they got to do better than that. Great job, Kentucky Country Day.
First and 10.
So
Bearcats.
Country Day continues where they left off last week with 4 INTs, a couple fumble recoveries, and already 2 fumble recoveries tonight in this first quarter. Handoff, and not much there for Lawson Cantley.
I tell you what, though, I did notice one thing. He's going to have to do a better job holding that ball. It was hanging way out too far. If somebody pokes that ball, then you got another fumble. So he's going to have to be careful. Great job out of Racing defense right there.
And I believe that will do it for the first quarter. So at the end of 1, we will take a break. Raceland 7, Kentucky Country Day 0. Come on back. Second quarter upcoming on Glycott.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
Welcome back to Monahan Field in this KHSAA 1A semifinal game. Dr. Todd Carter, Antoine Wardlow on the call. Here comes the blitz on this second down play. Harris rolls out of it, can't find his man. Brings up third down.
Yeah, the ball just sailed a little bit. And again, I feel like with the cold weather, I want to try to get this running game going. That would have been a good opportunity to, maybe try to run the ball and set up a passing play like we talked about in keys of the game. So again, we'll see what's going on. Ball just kind of went far on them.
Raceland, the only score of the game thus far, 9:22 in the first quarter. Logan Lundy to Brody Austin on a 36-yard pass play on a 4th down, no less. Stanley knocked through the extra point, making it 7-0 Rams. 3rd down play. Harris rolls, looking, keeps, and just takes it out of bounds. It's going to be a gain of maybe a yard. Going to bring up 4th down, though.
You know what, Todd, I saw something there that hopefully they can get back to it. Nehemiah Brown actually ran a good route. Had E.T. Harris saw that he had an open receiver. So, again, maybe that's something they can build on moving forward because you got 2 big receivers. KCD needs to use them.
So Garlov comes out to punt on this 4th down play. Fannin, the man back for Raceland. Punt high but short, but does take a KCD roll. Ends up at about the 37-yard line. So as the Raceland Rams head back onto the field with the lead and the ball on the 37.
And Todd, how often can you put the ball on the ground like that and still be up 7-0 early in the playoff game? So Racing has to feel pretty lucky that they're still up by 7 points.
Absolutely. So Raceland up 7-0 now with the ball inside their own territory, but certainly looking to drive. That's Browning again on the carrier. On the carry, I should say.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with this Kentucky Country Day defense so far, man. They're playing some great defense. Racing's not having a lot of success running the ball. DBs are staying in their positions. So great job so far by KCD defense.
So 2nd and 7 for Lundy and company. Browning to his right, pistol look. Takes a snap, met at the line, driven backwards. A host of Bearcats there.
Yeah, right now, the KCD line is dominating this game right now, and it's pretty fun to watch when you see two big lines going at it, getting a good push. But right now, if I'm Nehemiah Brown Hamlin, keep an eye over top. They may go deep here.
Down.
Brown Hamlin, keep your eyes open. They're going deep.
So on this 3rd and 7, Lundy throws right. Didn't go deep, but it had a great play. Still going. 20, 10, touchdown strike, Raceland.
Yeah, there was just a couple missed tackles there, too, if you noticed that, Todd.
Sure was.
And actually, I told Brown Hamlin to be prepared for the deep ball. I should have told him to make an open field tackle. That's kind of what happened there. So, again, KCD was in position. They just was not able to make the tackle, and you have to make those tackles if you want to win a state championship. So, great job by Racing. Great execution.
So, 58-yard pass play there by Raceland.
Number 62, Callan Stanley, in to attempt the extra point.
Stanley to attempt the extra point. The shift upcoming. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So let's jump away for a quick break. We'll be back and show you the replay here when we return on Glycod.
The Holy Smokes Barbecue.
At Holy Smokes Barbecue, our pitmasters smoke up mouth-watering ribs, chicken, brisket, mutton, and more. From sandwiches to full dinners, with a complete list of sides and desserts. Holy Smokes Barbecue. Just tell them that the man in the big white hat sent you.
Order up.
How's the pork chop taste?
It's pretty good. It's the best one I've ever had.
Holy Smokes Barbecue. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
10:18 remains as Raceland getting ready to kick the ball back to Kentucky Country Day. As after the punt, Raceland on a 3rd and long hits Browning for the 58-yard pass play. Stanley knocked through the extra point, making it 14-0.
Yeah, and you know, Todd, I think it's safe to say KCD needs to do something here on offense.
They sure do. They really do, Antoine.
Yeah, I just don't. With the way Raceland plays the game, running the ball, controlling the clock, KCD won't have many opportunities tonight, so they have to take advantage of every single one. So put the ball in the air.
So let's see with E.T. Harris, who is headed to University of Southern Illinois.
Wow.
Or Southern Illinois University, I should say. Flags come in.
Flag on the play.
That's the 4th penalty against the Bearcats.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we're normally used to seeing a very well-disciplined, organized Kentucky Country Day team. We're not seeing that so far early in this game, Todd.
That's going to back them up 5 yards. Yeah, that's 30 yards of penalties against Country Day already, compared to 15 on a single penalty for Raceland. Harris, pitch back. That's Cantley. Gain of about 3.
Yeah, that was a great job out of Racing defense again. We talked about Kentucky Country Day is going to have to run the ball, so that was just a regular sweep. They could have got a little better blocking on the left side, but I think that's what KC's going to have to do, and that's going to open up the passing game. And don't forget, E.T. Harris is a great scrambler. So if he gets loose, he's able to break anything and score a long touchdown.
So got to make it 2nd and 12. We're going to have to look around to see if we see Kasani Wilson on the sideline somewhere. He did play in that first series. Oh, maybe he's back now. He is.
He's giving it his all tonight, Todd.
Yeah, we'd seen Cantley since that first series. but he is back in now. Throw right. That's Edwards. Edwards, nice shoestring tackle there. See who that was. That was Austin.
12, Cameron Bell.
Oh, no, it's Bell and Austin. I know Austin was in on it, too.
And, you know, I like the play call, trying to get the ball to one of your playmakers' hands. But I want to see Cam Edwards and his 6'3", 6'4" body, 35-inch vertical, see him downfield and just throw it up and give him the opportunity to make a play.
So while Bell completed the wrap-up, really it was Austin that grabbed a hold of Cam Edwards' foot and wouldn't let go. Really set that up. So 3rd and 9 now for Harris and company. Low snap. Here comes pressure. And finally throwing the ball downfield, trying to get it to Edwards. And couldn't make it happen there along the sideline.
Cam Edwards, well defended on the play.
Yeah, that was one of those borderline plays. And I think if the ball had been inbounds, had he had opportunities to complete the pass, maybe you would have got a pass interference call right there. But the ball wasn't catchable. It was already out of bounds.
Braden Webb came squirting through the line of scrimmage there for Raceland and chased down E.T. Harris. Garlove needs to punt it away again. Good boot this time.
Great punt.
Drives man back to a 10. Now going the other way. 40 tripped and brought down at the 50-yard line. And who was it? I think it was 18.
Number 28.
Oh, 28. It was Browning.
Absolutely. And I'm going to tell you what I'm noticing here early in this game, there's a lot of missed tackles back in Kentucky Country Day. They're going to have to get that together. You know, this racing team is very aggressive on the ground, and if you're going to miss tackles, you have no chance. I saw 2 missed tackles on their special teams right there, so I'm sure Coach Jones will let them know that when they have a time to do adjustments at halftime. You have to make your tackles.
Well, in the pregame, Coach Jones thought that special teams may come up big for him, but he certainly wants it to be on his side rather than on the Raceland side. Browning
number 28, Browning.
With a nice carry there.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, Todd, I get the feeling, you know, the pace of this game, this is exactly what Raceland wants. You know, just kind of methodical. You know, we're going to run the ball, get ourselves in decent third down situations. We'll find a way to get the first down. So I think the way this game is being played is in Raceland's advantage.
2nd and 3, Rams.
So 2nd and 3, Rams. And heavy formation here for Lundy and company. Browning looks to run right side, got a block, off to the races. 30, 20, 10, touchdown. Flag on the play, though.
Could be coming back.
Back at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Not a good block, probably.
Let's show you the play, but I believe it's going to come back. It is. Holding penalty against the Rams.
KCD dodged the bullet right there. Still a great run. If I'm not mistaken, Browning's only a junior, right? So is Raceland giving the next year's running back some time tonight?
No, Browning's a senior.
Okay,
I have him as.
I got you.
I wonder if Wallace got dinged up there. He may have. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, yours does have him as a junior. We will check, folks.
Yeah, we will check on that, get that clarified.
I thought I read it as junior from the official roster, and I might be wrong.
48-yard line.
So that's going to bring up
2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 for the Rams.
Yeah, you just expect another run here. I mean, that's what they do.
Well, that was once Browning got outside. Again, it was a heavy formation with 2 fullbacks there in tight. Going to be throwing out of that formation. Man downfield just couldn't connect.
Yeah, but you know what worries me about that is the receiver was there. KCD's got to find a way to get this together. There's too many open receivers, too many missed tackles. They're going to have to settle down and find a way to make plays. Had the quarterback made a good pass, there was another touchdown. Had a wide open receiver.
He had his man beat. That's for certain.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 3rd and 12 upcoming.
Bearcat fans, it's 3rd down.
As again, Lundy with those fullbacks to his right. This is Wallace. Wallace has the first down and more. Still going. 20, 10, and tripping, pushing. He's going to be short, I believe. And the end of that took so long that I don't know how much of that replay we got. Absolutely. It is definitely a first down. We really just got the end because of the how long that run took, and especially how long it took for Country Day to bring him down those last 5 yards.
Absolutely. I think Raceland sees something that they like, and they're taking advantage of. These running backs are finding holes. Great job out of O-line creating opportunity for the running backs from Raceland. KCD's going to have to get together.
Touchdown.
Oh, wow. Whoa, now that's a big one.
So they're gonna say there was a fumble, or they do say there was a fumble. We didn't see that.
I didn't see a fumble.
Let's see if we can show it to you again. We've got a timeout on the field by the Rams. So let's take a break and try to sort it out here. We will be back with more here on Glycod.
To Monahan Stadium tonight as part of the Glycod live streaming broadcast.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Front.
As we come back to live action here, we don't want to miss it. Stanley puts it up and through for the extra points. And let's look at that replay again as Xander Essex, our cameraman, says we did get the fumble. The ball pops out.
There it is.
It sure is.
Yep.
And
there it is.
Raceland dives on it for the touchdown after Wallace does the lion's share of the work. We will endeavor to find out who that was. Absolutely. It fell on that ball, but Wallace carried the ball 45 yards.
Now, Todd, I want to say this. If I'm Coach Jones, you got to keep your team up. I played on the team that was down 17-0 to St. X in the semifinal, and we came back and won that game. This game is not over.
Right.
I see a lot of heads hanging. You got to find a way to keep them into the game and stay with your game plan and make this work. A few good tackles, the score is not 21-0.
Absolutely. Well, and again, we saw last week that Country Day can certainly quick strike themselves.
Absolutely.
And Pooch kick, short, fielded at the 35. But boy, we have seen a number of times a ball has been on the turf tonight. That one just happened to be a fumble recovered by Raceland and gave him a score.
Yeah, and KCD has missed out on some opportunities. You know, you've recovered 2 fumbles, but you have no points to show for it. So, you know, you have to work on that. But if I'm the offense for KCD, I'm about to open up this offense. We're going to try to get some points on the board.
Absolutely.
There's no time to play around anymore. You need to get to the end zone.
So back on offense, Nehemiah Brown-Hamlin to the near side. Handoff inside. Harris went flying there as Elias Jackson came streaking through the line.
Yeah, and you know, you almost have to stay with the run game to try to create something in the passing game. But right now, I don't see any signs of anything productive in the running game if I'm Kentucky Country Day. So they're going to, again, have to open up the playbook here. You got a lot of athletes on the offensive side of the ball for Kentucky Country Day. Use them.
So 2nd and 7. Finney checks into the game. Wilson in the backfield. Wilson tries to run it left and does, but just for a very short gain, maybe a yard.
And off the number 7.
And, in a normal situation, I like that play call. But again, you have an explosive quarterback. Put the ball in his hands. Let him, create something offensive side of the ball. He can either make a deep pass or he can run the ball. Put the ball in E.T. Harris's hands at this point. You need some points. I still want to give a shout out to Kasani Wilson for giving it all he has. He's a senior. He didn't want to miss his game. He's still limping. Kudos.
Yep. Just checks to the sideline, does Wilson. So 3rd down upcoming. Humphreys in motion, throw out to Humphrey. No, excuse me. That's Nehemiah Brown-Hamlin.
Brown-Hamlin.
Short gainer there.
Pushed out of bounds from number 2, Noah Wall.
Okay, Todd. I like the fact that you got it to one of your big receivers, but he's 6'3". Give him a shot downfield so he can at least get you the first down. That's how I feel about that one.
4 Bearcats.
Well, and that's spoken as an old. A former standout wide receiver,
Absolutely.
right? Let the wide receiver go make a play.
Absolutely. That's a big 4th down, Todd.
Absolutely.
This is huge.
And a timeout on the field by the Bearcats. So we will take this opportunity to step aside for a brief couple of moments. We will be back with more here on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
Fourth down play upcoming here. Monahan Field, and illegal shift again.
I'm just surprised.
That's the 5th penalty.
On the field for the Bearcats.
This is
too many men on the field.
Wow.
Too many men on the field.
Wow.
For the Bearcats.
We're just not used to seeing this from this Kentucky Country Day football team. They are normally one of the better disciplined teams.
I see 12.
Yeah, there's 12.
So sure enough, somebody's supposed to be off the field.
This is not the game for this.
5-yard penalty against the Bearcats. 4th down.
Wow.
So 5-yard penalty, 4th down, and whatever they were going to run, they are not now.
Yeah, that's a tough one, Todd. That is a tough one.
So makes it 4th and 9.
For the Bearcats.
So Garlov back out again, and with 4:56 remaining,
that hurts.
Raceland may have another shot at it. Ball takes a good bounce and rolls down to the 30-yard line for Country Day, and Lundy and company will come back out with 4:45 and an opportunity to potentially extend this lead. Now, Antoine, we've talked about the fact that the Country Day defense in the trenches has played quite well, but it's on the outside that they have been hurt thus far this evening.
A lot of missed tackles by the secondary. A lot of missed tackles by the secondary tonight for KCD.
trips to the near side, throwing to the far. And I didn't see if that was complete. I think it bounced. It sure did.
Yeah. And you know, KCD's in a tough spot right now. Not only do you have to find a way to stop them from scoring again, but then you're going to have to go into halftime and change the whole tempo of this game. I mean, so you got to figure out what's going wrong. So these coaches have their hands full because there's a lot going on out here on this field. But I don't know if you can teach open field tackling in just a halftime.
Right. That might be tough, right?
Woo, Lord.
So 2nd and 10 upcoming. Handoff. And right back to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Good hit. And you know, KCD's been doing well stopping the ball up the middle. Like you said, it's just the outsides. You know, they're just having a problem making that open field tackle. So I expect Raceland to attack the outside here.
Gain on the play. 3rd and 10, Rams.
So Hawkins Mackey with the tackle there brings up 3rd and 10. Now, Country Days had a tough time stopping these Rams on 3rd or 4th down. Lundy back to throw. Out to the right. Has a man. Caught. Fantastic catch for the 1st down. And that was Noah Wallace out of the backfield.
Todd, it gets no better than that.
Yep.
Perfect blocking, perfect route, perfect pass, 1st down. I mean, what else can I say? Cam Edwards was in position. He just wasn't in position enough to make the play.
Great camera work there. And our 1st down now in KCD territory. Handoff. Browning burrows forward for about 3. Little extracurriculars there going on, I believe.
You know, I think the Raceland coaches, it's something about Browning that they like tonight because he's getting a lot of touches early in this half.
Tackle by number 56, Harrison Callahan.
And he's doing a great job. So they definitely have 2 great running backs. There's no doubt about that if you're Raceland.
Well, in Raceland now, obviously they would dearly love to tack on more points here, but they also certainly want to just run this clock down. Just take a little bit of the air out of the football and the crowd. Power formation right, running right is Browning. Gets away, but just for a couple.
And off to number 28, Browning.
Yeah, what I'm seeing with my eyes, I'm just seeing a team physically dominating another team. KCD's having a hard time making that first tackle, and I think Raceland sees that. So they're just going to keep pounding and pounding and pounding.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and a long 5.
3rd and 6.
Raceland so far up 21-0. Now the power set up to the left. Lundy runs. The pile moves. And I believe that will be a 1st down.
Number 7, Lundy.
Lundy with the 1st down run.
And, you know, Todd, that's an example of what I just mentioned the previous play. I just see physical dominance right now. I mean, that's the quarterback moving the whole pile. You know, so the KCD's going to have to really, really play a little more physical football here if they want to get back in this game. Raceland's playing with a lot of confidence, too. Look how they're coming to the line. They're just confident. No worries.
2 fullbacks there to the blockers, I just should say. And that was Wallace. He was upset just shy of the line of scrimmage.
Yep, and that was a great tackle. It looked like it was number 51, Bowen Johnson.
He's only sure was. Yep.
And he's only a sophomore, so that's a great job. They're going to need more of that. They're going to need more of that.
Makes it 2nd and 9. Hand off again. Wallace makes the first man on the line miss.
Carried by number 2, Noah Wallace.
Yeah, and you know, honestly, Wallace ran through the first 2 tacklers. The first 2 tacklers missed the tackle, so he was able to pack on another 5 yards after that. This is going to be an issue for the rest of this game.
So Raceland calls a timeout. We will keep it here, and certainly I will ask you, Antoine, just to any sort of thoughts on this one you'd like to give us. We'll take it. We do know that while I'm working on the ticker here, I'll be honest with you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have a couple things I definitely want to mention. When you on the Raceland side, you're seeing a lot of confidence. They're not rushing anything. They cut down the penalties. Yeah, they had a couple fumbles, but the defense was able to get the ball back, put some points on the board. But I think with 1:10 to go, Coach Salmons wants to put some points on this board. Because you got to remember, you're getting closer to running clock now. If you score here, you come out halftime, KCD doesn't put any points on the board. Now you're getting closer to running clock in a semifinal playoff game, and no one expected that. So KCD has their hands full right here. But they can do it. The defense has been playing well this season. They can do it. They just have to wake up, make fundamental tackles, and get back into this game.
As we're about to go back to live action here on this 3rd and 3, I think we should call it, and pushed forward. Browning took the snap, and Wallace gave him a nice shove from the back, but I don't believe he got there.
Oh, this is a big 4th down here. This is huge. And I'm sure Race is going to let the clock run down as far as they can.
Short of the line of game, 4th down.
So it's going to be 4th down, and looks like a long 1, short 2. We'll call it 2, but it's definitely a short 2. 38 seconds to go here. Lundy, handoff. Browning, going to be short. At least it sure looks like it.
Yep. KCD really needed to stop.
Take over on down.
Good job. Good job. KCD really needed to stop, not only for their confidence, but for the scoreboard. So I think they can build on this going into halftime.
Absolutely.
But I wouldn't take any chances here. With 27 seconds, if I'm coach, I'm trying to get into the locker room and let's regroup.
Gotcha.
And this is where the coaches make their money at halftime.
22-yard line.
So let's see if Coach Jones just kneels down or if he wants to run a play here.
I would run a play, just not not too risky.
Don't be too risky, right.
Don't fumble.
Right, exactly.
Yep, give it to Kasani.
And a short run there, right side for Wilson.
You know what's Kasani Wilson just doesn't look 100% to me yet. But as a senior, you want to play. I can remember being a senior at Male High School. You don't want to miss a game. But he's still hobbling a little bit. So, hopefully, they can find another running back who can contribute to this game tonight.
Take on Whitfield Academy at Whitfield. Tip-off is scheduled for 6 p.m.
Yeah, I'm serious, too. I mean, if I'm Coach Jones, I really want to get to the locker room and regroup. Have my coaches get ready for their game plan for a second half and, find a way to get this game, going. Because right now you have no points on the board.
So Kentucky Country Day taking that timeout. And they are trying to get regrouped here.
Yeah. And, the last thing you want is just a mistake. We've seen fumbles tonight. It just, just get into the locker room.
So back to live action. Throw here to the right, and Humphreys with it, out of bounds.
Troy Humphreys is another good receiver. He's been kind of quiet tonight, but he's capable of making some big plays. So, again, KCD has the firepower to get back into the game, but you have to have a game plan that's going to work coming out in the second half.
Going to be 3rd and about 2.
Yeah, so, Coach Jones is obviously running, a few offensive plays.
Wilson in the backfield with Harris. 2 wideouts to this near side, 1 to the open far side of the field with the ball on the near hash.
That was close.
Running out of it is Harris, and he just steps out of bounds. Going to bring up 4th down.
You know what? You've got to tell your player to stay in bounds there. You can't run out of bounds and stop the clock.
Well, I think he wanted 2. He wants one more shot at it, maybe. But
I don't know.
you're thinking maybe just so it's going to be a loss of 1.
Yeah, I mean, you have 70 yards to go for a touchdown. I mean, I don't know.
I think they're hoping they can get one of those wideouts open for a strike here as the clock winds down. But you're right. That's
timeout called by the Bearcats.
Again,
Bearcats take another timeout.
And I always say, Todd, it's easy to coach up here.
Right.
Down there is the tough job. So, again, just my opinion. In the mind state, I want to get into halftime, regroup my players, come up with a better game plan for the second half, and let's try to get some points on the board. Because if something funny, there was almost a bad snap right there. Did you notice that?
Yes, I
sure
did.
So you're one snap away from getting us some easy points. So, we'll see.
So it has been all Raceland thus far as the Rams strike early in the first quarter, a couple times in the second, including on a recovery of their fumble, their own fumble.
Number 40, Brian Garlov in the pump for the Bearcats. Back to receive.
So Garlov
Browning.
Back to receive. Browning. And nearly blocked.
Uh-oh, did he touch it?
That may have been touched. Advanced to the 25. I'm not sure. We got to wait and see what is said here.
That was close, Todd.
There's 1 second on the clock. If so, now there was a collision between Browning and player to be named later.
No fumble on the play.
No fumble on the play. 1st and 10 Rams. There's the striped shirts say that ball was not touched, so it is 1st and 10 Rams with 1 second left on the clock. And you expect here will just be a knee. And with a safety back just in case. But that will take us to halftime.
Your KCD Bearcats hero, the Raceland Rams.
So at the half here from Monahan Stadium, the home Bearcats of Kentucky Country Day trail the Raceland Rams 21-0. We'll talk about this one and some games. Have some games on the ticker for you when we return to the halftime show here on Glycod.
Go ahead, pour it on, as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham, always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
Family owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Mill graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Mail. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hurstbourne Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express washes to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. If you're a new or experienced agent and you would like to join Polo Real Estate, contact them at 502-702-7656. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
The reason I went to Traditional Bank, I just felt at peace. The atmosphere was different.
Anytime we need anything, Traditional Bank's always there for us. Can't say enough about them.
Tradition to me means integrity. That's what our product's based on. Just the way I did it 25 years ago, we're doing it now on a mass scale.
My name is Curtis Mackley, and I choose Traditional Bank because of the relationship we have formed with them and their integrity. Welcome to Mingy Beef Jerky.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience.
You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, a tradition of corporate excellence and community service. For more, visit tfcfamily.com.
As we return to Monahan Field here at Kentucky Country Day for the halftime show, I was negligent and did not do this in the first before the game, and I need to tell everybody this broadcast is authorized by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, videos, and audio without the expressed written permission of the KHSAA is prohibited. Well, Antoine, we've seen a lot of Raceland, and Kentucky Country Day certainly has played some good defense in the trenches, but boy, the open field tackling just not quite holding up, and Raceland has a 21-0 lead in this one.
Yeah, and that's a terrible combination when you're playing a team that has a great running game like Raceland. You have to make your open field tackles. If you can't make your open field tackles, you're going to have a long, long night. And I think it's what KCD's battling right now. So if I'm Coach Jones, I'm speaking a lot about you have to make open field tackles. And, of course, the coaches have to make some adjustments as well.
Absolutely. Well, we also let's just talk a little bit about this. Is very unofficial, but I've got Raceland with 8 first downs, Kentucky Country Day with only 3. Raceland's got 2 fumbles that they gave up. Lundy fumbling once, Browning the other time. 1 for Kentucky Country Day, that fumble by Harris. 2 penalties on the night for Raceland for 25 yards, and 5 for Kentucky Country Day and 35 yards. And really, the several of those were at, let's just say, inopportune times.
Yeah, absolutely. Penalties and fumbles, those are the type of things that'll kill you when you're trying to win a championship. So, again, I think that's room for growth for both teams. I think KCD has a real tall task at hand. They're going to have to play a perfect half of football. I'm going to say penalty-less football. Penalty-less. I couldn't get it outside. I'm so sorry you all at home.
No,
I know my wife's
totally
at home laughing.
Sense. Yeah, totally.
I know my wife's at home laughing at me right now. I know
penalty-less. I got it. I read it. Absolutely. Well, I want to bring your attention to the ticker, and I guess the score maybe of most interest here for our watchers is that Pikeville at Campbellsville score, where that game is at halftime with Pikeville up 6-0 over Campbellsville. That one a low scoring, sounds like a defensive affair in that 1A game, and that again is the winner of that game will face off the winner of this game next Friday at noon at UK's Kroger Field for the 1A championship. Well, I'll tell you what, let's catch a break, and when we return, we will have talk some more about what both teams need to do in the second half. We'll have Antoine put on his thinking and coaching cap, and we'll come up with what needs to happen for both teams. So stay tuned for that, and of course, the whole second half upcoming here on Glycod.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity. It's about the best I can put it.
The cost of school is free, actually. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every two weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training. So you're getting paid to do your job.
You can start off with absolutely no knowledge, and they're going to give you the tools and the foundation to build up from there.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable, and they care about actually making sure you understand the information that they're presenting to you.
So I know that when I go to motor control, Wayne he's passionate about motor control, and he wants you to get it.
But it's really not like school. It's they're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field. So you're able to implement what you're learning almost on the fly. And sometimes you're learning more things in the field. By the time you get into the classroom, it's like, oh, I already know this.
They break the class down into smaller groups on your class day.
If you need help, you can easily look at whoever's sitting next to you and ask them for help. You know, everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself. This is an organization of brothers and sisters all working together to accomplish a common goal. We work together in the field, and then we become friends on the outside, and it's almost like a family organization at that point.
Nobody I've ever worked with has referred to this job as a job. I went from a job to a life-changing career. So coming out of the apprenticeship program, you can go into a variety of directions with your work. You can become a foreman, you can do motor controls at a manufacturing facility, you can specialize in fire alarm.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
So if you're the kind of person that likes to think things through or see how things work on the inside.
Someone that's detail-oriented, motivated.
I've always seen myself as a hands-on person. Being in an apprenticeship, I'm getting my associate's degree, doing electrical, and being able to do something hands-on.
If you like to build things, this is the place.
It requires you to grow up. Be accountable for yourself because, yeah, they're going to lay out tools to help you be successful, but it's up to you to, grab those tools and build yourself.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
Okay.
Back at Monahan Field here at Kentucky Country Day for the right to play next week in the 1A state final at Kerger Field. And Raceland on top of Kentucky Country Day, 21-0 here at halftime. And as I promised before the break, Antoine's going to put on his coach's cap and put himself in the locker room, and let's talk about what you're going to do with both teams. And I guess you take it in whatever order you want.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I'm going to start with the home team, KCD. The team that has 0 on the scoreboard. You know, if I'm Coach Jones, the first thing I tell them, man, if we make a couple tackles, they don't have 21 points. So you got to do some fundamental tackling, like you've been doing all season, all your career. Make the first tackle, and everyone else come and help. And then also, this team has the talent, and they have the coaching staff to get back into this game. So this game is not over, but they have to put the work in if I'm KCD, and they can do it. Raceland, I mean, I'm sure they're going in feeling pretty dang on good. I mean, they've played a decent game, but it's not necessarily been a perfect game. So they're probably going to continue to run the ball. You got 2 running backs having a great game. You got a quarterback who's a senior. He's poised. So if I'm racing, I'm just going to continue to do what I'm doing and don't turn the ball over, and they got a great chance coming out here to win tonight.
All right. Let's try to show you a couple of replays. I know we, first of all, certainly can get you that opening strike from Raceland. This one is Lundy to Austin from about the 36-yard line or so. And a great pass and catch there for the Raceland Rams. Also take this opportunity here at halftime to just show you what's upcoming here on Glycod. And next week on Glycod, high school basketball returns Tuesday, November 28th. Charlestown at Silver Creek. I will be alongside Jeff Cooper for that one at 7:30 p.m. On Thursday, November 30th, Spencer County at Oldham County. And then next Friday, December 1st, all these games at 7:30 p.m. Dunbar at Bryan Station, North Oldham at Shelby County, and Trinity at Mayo. So a big slate upcoming for you on Friday, December 1st, that first Friday of the high school basketball season. And again, upcoming here, we've got second half action as the teams are returning to the field. So let's step away for a couple of moments, and when we come back, we will get ready to boot it away and start the third quarter here on Glycod.
Owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Mill graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Mail. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hurstbourne Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express washes to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
Last season, Glycod streamed over 160 games. As our presence grows throughout Kentucky and Southern Indiana, we have a need for production, sales, and social media support. If you've ever wanted to pursue a career in the fast-paced world of broadcasting but didn't know how, these opportunities could be for you. For more information, please contact info@glycod.com.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
I'm your overly competitive brother. Psych. And I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh? No! And now you're ready to settle a score. Game over. if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Thanks, bro.
Take a lap, rookie.
Contact Louisville and Lexington Allstate agent Thomas Allen for a quote today. You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
This segment of tonight's game presented by Allstate Insurance agent Thomas Allen, proudly serving Louisville and setting high standards for the services his team provides their clients. It's Thomas Allen. So 47 seconds or so to go here, and we will be ready for the third quarter of action. Show you who we are again.
Absolutely.
And Antoine's got what?
Yeah, I mean, I really want to say this. If there's any team that can come back from a 21-0 deficit, it's Kentucky Country Day. They have extremely good athletes, great coaching staff. So if there's a team that can make a comeback, it is this Kentucky Country Day. They just have to buckle down, open field tackling. I have to stress, open field tackling. Make the first tackle, and you control the run game of Raceland. You make a few tackles, they don't have 21 points on the board. It's that simple. But it's easier said than done. You know, I don't have to tackle Noah right now.
Right.
They do.
Right.
And it's cold. So,
and it's
again,
cold.
I'm not sure how well you can work on tackling in a halftime. But you have to find a way, and I think Coach Jones is the man for the job and his coaching staff.
Well, see how they do as they come out for the second half.
Absolutely.
Told you who we were on the mic. Also want to give a shout-out to Steve Bird, our executive producer, sending us scores and letting us know how the production's coming across, and Xander Essex, who is working our camera for us here tonight. And I think when we started, it was 39. Last I checked, it was down to 37. It's cold out here.
It's cold
folks.
now, yeah.
So we are about set for the third quarter of action. Ball on the turf and finally picked up and then brought down after about a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, he took a nice lick there, but I'm telling you, it's showtime now. So let's see what type of tempo the offense comes out in. You know, I'm of the mind state, I'm trying to go ahead and score and put some points, but we don't have much time left.
Right.
You got one half left in your season.
Got 24 minutes to do it, right?
I'm sure they have plays in their playbook for this moment. It's time to use them. It's time to use them.
So, Bearcats come out on offense.
Got Cam down here one-on-one.
And Harris looks for Cam, finds him, and he gets out to about the 42-yard line, does Cam Edwards. Going to bring up second down and short.
Yeah, and, you know, we haven't talked a lot about E.T. Harris tonight. He's been kind of quiet tonight. I think he's got a lot more to give to this game. That was a pretty good pass. I would like to see Cam a little bit over top sometimes. You know, give him an opportunity to catch a deep pass. But that's a great pitch and catch. That's a great way to start the half.
That's one of those where you want to take positive yards any chance you can get.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep. Move the chains.
So 2nd and 1, handoff. That's Wilson, met behind the line, but he dives across after first contact.
Yeah. And, you know, Todd, this is one thing you can't teach is toughness. And, man, Kasani's showing some toughness out here, man. He's not 100% yet, but he understands the magnitude of this game. I love the effort. Love the effort.
So 1st and 10 for the Bearcats. As Harris and company, couple of fullback and a running back behind him. That's Cantley, excuse me, sorry.
Brought down by number 2, Noah Wallace.
Yeah, that was pretty decent pursuit by Raceland. You know, coming into the game, I thought KCD could have some opportunities on the outside, but Raceland is showing a lot of team speed. So they're kind of matching the speed of KCD, which I think is a little surprising. And maybe those are some of the adjustments they had to make at halftime.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 7 after a gain of not quite 3. Throw out right side. Edwards with the catch, but met immediately.
Yeah. And that was a great open field tackle. You know, that's kind of what KCD has to do on the other side of the ball. First person to the ball has to make that tackle. So that's a great job out of Raceland defense. But now you've got KCD in another big third down situation. And this is a big third down. You're down 21-0. This is a huge third down.
So they're going to say that was a gain of 2 on the play.
Oh, wow.
So going to bring the ball to exactly midfield. Forward progress there. Harris looks to throw again, throws it deep, and comes up empty.
Yeah. And, you know, that's kind of what I was talking about to give it a shot. It looked like he had 2 defenders on him, but I think he's got the size. Just got to find a way to, you know, connect. That's the right idea, though. It's the right idea. I think it's the first deep ball we've seen tonight, if I'm not mistaken.
It was,
as far as
I believe.
Deep ball,
yeah. Finney checks to the sideline.
And I definitely agree with this call. You have to go for this. It's a no-brainer.
Yep.
No-brainer.
4th and 5 from midfield.
No-brainer.
2 wideouts to the near side. 1 to the far. Harris throws, has him in, caught.
Yep. Nehemiah Brown-Hamlin. He's been quiet tonight. And, again, he's another two-sport athlete. He's got a lot of athletic ability. You know, you got to find a way to let them use their size and their strength. And that's a great pass by Edie to extend that play. He had to kind of scramble to give himself more time. So that's a great job by ET as well.
34-yard line. 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 for the Bearcats as they've moved the chains a couple of times here.
Yep.
Most definitive offensive movement we've seen from the Bearcats all night. Harris goes up under center. Handoff. Wilson. Ball's out again.
Fumble on the play.
And that one's going to be recovered by Raceland, I do believe.
Looks like it's a good fumble. Yeah. That's okay. I mean, that's not what you want to see. It's not what you want to see. Yep. So now the defense has to come back on and make another good play.
15, McKee.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a turnover. So now this KCD defense has a lot of pressure on them early in the second half. You absolutely cannot give up any points here. You know, so, but again, this defense, they have the right talent for the job. They have the right talent for the job.
Throw, left side, caught. And just a little pitch and catch there. Oh, they're going to say that's incomplete.
Oh, wow, the ball hit the ground.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Faked me out, though. I ran a replay on an incomplete pass.
Yeah,
but, hey.
Don't worry about it, Todd. They faked me out, too.
Yep. Just used the ground to help catch that ball.
But I tell you, man, this Logan Lundy, man, he is a super poised. I love what I see from him.
Well, 3-1 to TDs to INTs. Pretty daggone good. On the carry. Oh, tripped up there. Nice play by Country Day. Didn't see who that was. It might have been Golder.
Looked like 56, maybe?
Number 7.
Callahan.
Yeah, that was a great tackle because had he not made that first tackle, he had enough yard, he had enough room to probably get the first down. So, again, that's what we talked about with open field tackling. That was just a great tackle. Saved the first down.
And it was Callahan.
Yep.
Gain of 2 on the play. 3rd and 8.
And Harrison Callahan, he is a senior. It's a great tackle.
So 3rd and 8 upcoming here. Wallace, left side, makes the first miss. Off to the races, finally shoved out of bounds. But goes for a long one and first down.
Yeah, I mean, Raceland is really taking advantage of those outside runs. Noah Wallace, he's been sharing his touches tonight with another good running back in Brownie, but he's having a great game on the low as well. So, again, KC having a tough time on the outsides right now. These DBs are going to have to do a little bit of job containing their sides. You keep everything to the inside if I'm a cornerback.
Raceland moves the chains. Handoff. This is Browning. And stood up before he could get back to the line of scrimmage. Going to be a short loss.
Great pursuit by the KCD defense. They're going to need more of this if they want to get back into this game. And Todd, can I add something? It's starting to get real cold out here.
It sure is. I don't know about starting, but it's starting to burn through my layers. I know that.
Absolutely the best way I can put it. It is cold out here, but again, it's a great night of football.
And no doubt that is certainly affecting the ball carriers here for both teams, as
Absolutely.
we've seen 4 fumbles in this ball game. 5, but one recovered by the Raceland Rams, and that was a second down play. I'm sorry, I did not adjust down in distance there. So Browning with a short gain, about 3, going to make it 3rd and about 9.
And you know, something I'm noticing too, I like Raceland, how the coaches are poised over there as well. You know, players are coming in real smooth, not taking a lot of time, get the next play going. So again, they came in prepared for this game tonight.
So just 1 first down on this drive so far, but that went for a long one. And now 3rd and 9. Pitch out left side. Another first down. Still going. 20, 10, and finally brought down short of the goal line. And that was Bryson Rousey with a long carry there.
And I hope everyone watching at home, if you notice, these old linemen for Raceland, they're blocking downfield.
1 yard line. 1st and goal, Raceland.
So again, it's just bad tackling on the edges.
So 1st and goal for Raceland. Deep in KCD territory, already leading 21-0 after the fumble by Wilson. And Wallace walks into the end zone untouched.
Did you see that hole? I mean,
that was yes.
Todd, I mean, it's not going to happen, but I probably could have came out of retirement and scored that touchdown.
Flag on a play, they're saying. So let's see who that's going to go against.
Oh, wow. It'll be big if it's on Raceland. Let's see. Would they ever come with a call?
I've not seen one yet.
Yeah, look like they're still talking.
Still chatting about it.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Okay.
Against the Rams.
So against the Rams, unsportsmanlike, they just happened to be celebrating a little early.
So those yards will come off the kickoff then, right?
Those yards will come off on the kickoff.
Got you. That was real easy for Raceland right there.
Stanley with the chance to boot it through. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. And with that, Raceland takes a 28-0 lead over Kentucky Country Day. We are going to step away for a quick break. We'll be back with more here on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
As the Raceland Rams will kick the ball back to Kentucky Country Day, and that was certainly not the way that Country Day wanted that third quarter to open. They wanted to shrink that lead for Raceland instead of see it expand.
That was close.
Ball falling on there.
And, you know, Raceland's been doing it all night with the kickoff, right? Just a little kind of squib kick, or not a squib kick, but just a short kick.
Kick by number 21, Pierce Baum.
Baum.
All right,
There's no penalty for targeting.
So now I'm in Kentucky Country Day, though. The pressure's on. I mean, you
Yep.
have to get points now. There's
There's
no ifs, ands, or buts.
Absolutely.
You have to.
Bearcats.
So 1st and 10 for the Bearcats, and they absolutely need to put something together now. As Harris and company back on the field, snap and ball thrown high, intended for Cam Edwards. Going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, ball floated a little bit on Harris. Cam was open for the reception. They just couldn't connect. Like what's been going on all night. Just can't get into a good rhythm. And they've been able to get into a good rhythm for the majority of the season. I mean, this cold weather's definitely taking effect on this game. I have to say it. I really believe we've seen a lot of fumbles. It's not an excuse.
Yeah.
It's just reality.
Both teams
have
put the ball on the turf. Yeah. So 2nd and 10, handoff.
Good.
And that is Cantley, 40, 20, 10, touchdown.
What a run!
That was McLean at Cantley.
Yes. And what an answer for Kentucky Country Day. This is what they needed. A little confidence, points on the board. This game is not over. What a run by McLean Cantley. He's only a sophomore. That's what this stadium needed. That's what this team needed. I love it. I love it. And I love the fact that Coach Jones gave another running back an opportunity to make a play, and that is what you get. Again, I talk a lot about my past. I played on teams that had multiple running backs. It's very important. That's a great job. I love what I saw. I love what I saw there.
So, Popa.
Oh, no.
And mishandle on the snap. So, extra point is no good.
KCD Bearcats 6.
Yeah, and when you're down 28-6, them points matter. So if you score again, you're going to have to go for a 2-point conversion. So those extra points are important. I've seen teams lose big games by missing extra points.
So as the teams reset, we will go ahead and just keep it here. I wanted to show you that replay, but. Big rushing play there from McLean Cantley.
Yeah. He's only a sophomore, too. You got to throw it in there. He's a young talent, so he'll be back. Now
that is his 4th TD on the season.
Wow. Now you've got to get your defense ready to go. You've got to let your defense know we have to get this ball back. If you can get us this ball back, my offense has an opportunity to put more points on the board. So this is really, really an important time for Kentucky Country Day. You still got 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. You got plenty of time to get back into this game. Plenty of time. But you got to put the work in. You got to put the work in.
So Austin and Browning back to receive.
Todd, is it me or does the kickoff tee, has it got lights on it?
What's
that? The kickoff tee.
No, it's just, I think it's
just
green and glowing.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It is onside kick attempt, ball on the turf, out of bounds.
That was close.
It sure was.
I like the call, though. Onside kick, I mean, got to give it a shot. Great job. Sorry about that, you guys at home. I saw a tee. It looked like it had lights on. I just never seen it before, but I think I was wrong.
Ball ended up squirting out of the hands of the up back there for Raceland, but ends up out of bounds.
Now this KCD defense, they need to be dialed in, open field tackling, and try to get this Raceland offense off this field.
So Logan Lundy and company back out there. Good block there for Wallace. He turns the corner, has the first down and more. 30, 20, and finally twisted down at about the 16-yard line. Great run by Wallace.
And, that's what he's been doing all season. So, not surprised. And a kudos to the old line for Raceland for opening up that left side. He had plenty of running room. Again, just a pretty easy run. Nothing difficult. Couple missed tackles again. Inside the 20.
Another first down for the Rams. Seems like every time that Raceland's gone for a first down, though, it's been one of those things where they've chewed up 25, 30, 40 yards. Lundy with it. No, excuse me. That's Wallace with it.
Carry by number 2, Noah Wallace.
Great job by the KCD defense again. They show flashes of being able to dominate on defense side of the ball, but they're just giving up too many big plays. Too many big plays tonight Raceland has gotten.
It's going to back Raceland up a couple of yards there. Going to make it second and 12.
Again, Logan Lundy just super confident.
High. A little bit of a high snap, but corralled. That's Browning. Browning will go. Touchdown.
That was extremely easy. Again, Raceland has had the answers all night. Even when they fumbled the ball, they came back, got stops. So Raceland's had the answers all night. They've had the answers all night.
Number 62, Stanley, in to attempt the extra point.
I have no idea how they can kick this football as cold as it is out here. I mean,
that's
a talent.
It's got to be uncomfortable.
Yes.
A little bit of a high snap, but kick is up, and the kick is good. So with that extra point, making it 35-6, we will step away, catch a quick break, be back for more here on Glycod.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
So this is big for KCD.
Big for KCD as we return here to live action. Monahan Field, Kentucky Country Day. Raceland putting on another 7 points and fielded by the up back.
Return by number 21, Pierce
Baum, and he carries it forward about 8 yards. So Country Day.
Yeah, so we know we're at 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Open up the playbook. Open it up. I'm sure you've been working on everything. Working on this all season. Open it up.
36-yard line. First and 10, Bearcats.
So the Bearcats really need to put something together here as you can hear a little bit. The wind is starting to howl here on top of the press box. Hopefully the canopy stays where it's supposed to this week.
Yeah, I heard about that, Todd.
Handoff and falling forward after about a 5-yard gain or so. I think that was
number 12, Lawson Cantley.
Yes, it was Lawson Cantley.
All right, good. Gain a few yards. But, eventually you're going to have to put the ball in the air, so you just want to just kind of hang on, get as many yards as you can until you have to pass.
Gain of 3 on the play.
So gain of 3, second and 7. Thought they were going to maybe give him more than that, but.
I need to find out if the Cantleys are brothers.
They are.
Okay.
They sure enough are. Harris, handoff to Cantley. He goes right, but dragged down after a short gain there.
Cantley.
Yeah, even though he didn't gain a lot of yards, I still like the change of pace that they're bringing. Use these two other backs, just a different style of running the ball, trying to keep racing on their toes. So it's a great job trying to, just implementing different types of talent in the backfield. Kasani back in the game.
Cantley comes to the sideline as well. So Wilson sets up pistol look on the right side of Harris, the quarterback. Harris looking to throw, flushed out of the pocket, Throws downfield, picked off at the 40-yard line. No, dropped.
Wow. Well, I know he wishes, young man, he wishes he could have that back.
Defended by the Rams, intended for number 10.
That does bring up 4th down.
Oh, wow. Was that the running back that dropped the was that Noah? Did drop that interception?
I think it was. Yeah, Noah Wallace, I believe.
Nonetheless, KCD has to punt this ball off.
Yep. Which is exactly Raceland. Their defense stood up. And one man short on the KCD special teams.
Oh, somebody jumped. Where's the flag?
And here comes the flag. And they're going to say that was Bearcats who jumped. Just the first penalty of the second half. Going to be a 5-yarder. Backing up Garlove.
And, you know, Todd, we talked about that. KCD is going to have to play a perfect second half to get back into this game. So every penalty hurts worse than what it did in the first half. You just can't have it this half.
Penalty less, I believe. Well, you went, wow, Garlove with a nice boot there. Fielded at the 30, but then squirting out of it there. And flag comes in. And that was Fannin.
Returned by number 10, Fannin brought down by number 22, Rocco Huffman.
I'm interested to see what this call is. Was it maybe a holding out there? Illegal block?
So Fannin brings it back, and the flag lies at the 40-yard line. The ball, he advanced to the 42.
Holding penalty against the Rams.
So holding against the Rams will back them up. That's their second penalty of the half.
After the penalty, the ball is
fourth of the game.
All right, so that makes it a better situation with the KCD defense, man. They just got to find a way to get a stop. You got to find a way to get a stop. It's just that simple. There's really nothing else to say. Open field tackling.
So Lundy takes a snap. Wallace, reverse.
Good job.
And Ison.
Good job.
Tackled for a big loss.
That's a great job. He stayed in position. He didn't let anyone to the outside. That's why he was able to make that tackle. You keep everything to the inside. If you have outside contained, keep everything inside like he did. Great job.
Loss of 11 on the play.
And that's a big play. KCD defense needed that.
2nd and 21.
So 2nd and 21. That certainly helps the cause on the defense. Raceland has a man. Oh, broken up nicely. Ball just not quite where Lundy wanted it. And that was Fannin, who just couldn't come down with it.
Defended on the play by number 1, Michael Rader.
And that was a great job at a cornerback, Mike Rader. He's a senior as well, so he's playing his last season too. So these games are very important. That was a great job at that corner.
So brings up 3rd and 21. Raceland sure going for it there, trying to and whistle comes, timeout. Country Day.
Called by the Bearcats. Their first timeout.
So the Bearcats take a timeout, and that gives us an opportunity to take a quick break. We will be back. 2:37 left in the third quarter from Kentucky Country Day, where Raceland leads 35-6 on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
Okay, yeah, them are nice. cloth?
As we are back, 2:37 remaining here in the third quarter. Raceland up over Kentucky Country Day at 35-6.
Yeah, 3rd and 21.
Yep, coming out of this timeout.
Yeah, KCD defense has to find a way to get a stop here. If they get a stop here, I'm sure they won't go for 4th down. So great opportunity for KCD.
Lundy looks, has plenty of time, thinks about taking off. Little jump pass there to Fannin, caught, but it's going to be short.
And, Lundy had a lot of time back there.
He had a ton of time.
They may go for this.
Boy, that's going to be just short.
Oh, they're probably going for this. And, I don't have a problem with this. I mean, you've been running the ball well all night. I don't have a problem with it.
Nope, they're going to say 1st down.
Oh, wow. Whoa.
No, boy, Coach Kaz and I, we've seen so many times this year. I think he said he hadn't seen one time have they pulled the chains across to check all year, and I can't disagree with that. Handoff, Browning. And he was twisted
okay.
back. I hope he's okay, too.
Oh, it didn't look good.
Carry on the play by number 28,
Let him up.
Browning.
Let him up. Oh, I hate to see that. Oh, he's hurt.
He is, and so we are going to take this opportunity
timeout for a player injury.
to take a brief timeout. We will be back with more here on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
So Browning does leave the field under his own power, but was twisted around quite a bit. That will bring up 2nd down for the Rams. Line to gain is the 50-yard line as the clock begins to run again. Lundy, handoff. Wallace dives forward for a couple. Going to be a short gainer there. Going to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah. So what a luxury to have Browning have a slight injury, but the guy that replaces him is Noah Wallace.
Right.
So, I mean, it just shows you the type of talent that Raceland has in the backfield.
Yep. Yeah, when you get your 1,000-yard rusher in there. Quick throw, right side. Ison, and he's got daylight still going, 40-30, and wrestled down.
Going past to number 8.
And when you watch the replay, you're going to see a great block down here to spring him to get those yards. So it wasn't necessarily a missed tackle. It was great blocking in the beginning for him to get those yards.
And that was Brown Hamlin
1st and 10, Rams.
finally bringing him down.
That was a good job by Brown Hamlin saving the touchdown.
1st down to the half for Raceland. The ball down to the 25, and they're driving again. And Lundy
no whistle.
Rolled around, no whistle there. Ends up
carried by number 7, Lundy.
Carrying it down, and
tackled by number 51, Johnson.
Yeah, so
brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, so when he spun around, I'm assuming his knees didn't touch the ground, so that allowed him to continue.
I think he rolled across a player from KCD.
Yeah. But, I'm really impressed with Logan Lundy. I mean, he's just showed a lot of poise, a lot of confidence. He's running his team to a T, so he's an extension of the coaches on the field, which is what you want from your quarterback.
Absolutely. And that's the end of the third quarter. Raceland 35 and the home KCD Bearcats 6. Let's step away. When we come back, we will bring you a fourth quarter action here on Glycod.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. If you're a new or experienced agent and you would like to join Polo Real Estate, contact them at 502-702-7656. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience.
You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Ruoff Mortgage. For an intuitive, simple...
We're going to cut back to live action here as the men in the striped shirts want this one to keep on going. And Raceland has the ball in the hands of Wallace for a short gainer. Going to bring up third down after a couple yards gain.
Man, I think Raceland's getting close to starting to smell getting out of here with a victory, so they're going to keep the ball on the ground and try to eat this clock up.
It's going to be 3rd and 5. The throw, that's Eisen out there on that right side. He's going to be near the first down marker.
It's real close. They'll probably get a good spot, been good spots tonight.
Let's see if it's close enough.
Pass complete to number 8, Kenneth Literal. Tackle by number 3, Troy Humphreys.
Oh,
yeah, it's first down.
First down, yeah. All night. So it looks like they can get one more first down before they score, possibly, if they needed to.
First and 10, Raceland.
Their 5th first down of the half, very unofficially. And nice run up the middle. Didn't see who that was.
Yeah, couldn't really tell either. But nonetheless,
that was Wallace.
Yeah. He still gained, maybe a few yards on that, so he still got a gain.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's pretty good defense from KCD. They just been struggling stopping the run all night. Which we knew they'd come to the game. We knew Raceland was going to run the ball.
Gain of 6 on the play.
So gain of 6, in fact.
4, Rams.
Makes it 2nd and 4. And right up the gut again. This one's going to be short. Gain just of a couple by Wallace. Going to bring up 3rd and short.
And it's something I noticed about Wallace. He's got a lot of speed, but he's got a physical style of running. He does a lot of plays up the middle. He carries the load, keeps his feet moving. He's a real good running back.
They're going to say no real gain there, so still 3rd and 4.
Clock's still moving though. Too much time.
A lot of time there for Lundy. Has a man caught. Touchdown.
Yeah. I mean, Lundy's just getting too much time. When you got a quarterback that's thrown for almost 2,000 yards, he can't have that much time.
For the 9-yard touchdown pass.
So 9-yard touchdown pass there. Let's go ahead and show you the replay. No, it looks like we're speeding along there, so we'll wait until after the extra point.
Stanley in to attempt the extra point.
Stanley in to see if he can knock this one through. And kick is up. And the kick is good. So with 9:14 remaining, Raceland Rams go up to a 42-6 score. We will step aside and take a quick break. Be back in just a few moments on Glycod.
Go ahead. Pour it on. As thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham. Always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
Back here.
Okay, how much time?
42-6 as the Rams collect another 7. And we do have that replay. We will try to get back to you here as soon as the kickoff is made. Ball comes short to about the 32-yard line. And that will give us an opportunity to show you that touchdown pass.
And, you know, Raceland,
from about 10 yards out, Lundy to Bryson Rousey.
Yeah, but I was going to say, Todd, Raceland came in here with a great game plan. I don't think it was a super difficult game plan. I think we all knew they was going to run the ball. And again, you got a great quarterback in Logan Lundy. He was able to lead his team, and they're getting close to a victory on the way to their second straight championship appearance. Am I correct on that?
Yes, I believe you are correct.
Second straight championship playoff appearance.
And a third straight semifinal appearance here tonight.
Oh, wow, I forgot about that. That's huge.
Yep.
Yeah, third straight semifinal.
Number 2, Harris is sacked by number 55.
Harris sacked there.
Lyndon Salmons.
And, you know, I know the game's a little lopsided, but we was able to witness two great coaches, two great teams. You know, someone's got to win, someone's got to lose. But, again, I think KCD's future is extremely bright. We've got a lot of talent on the team. They've got the right coach, so they're just waiting on their turn, and it just wasn't tonight.
Well, Raceland certainly, as you said, came in with a heck of a game plan.
Yep.
2nd and 15, and that's McLean Cantley on that carry, going to bring up third down.
And, you know, with him being a sophomore, this is a great time to get him a little bit of playoff experience. You know, even though he didn't get a lot of touches, but he got just enough to say, hey, man, I've got a semifinal rep on my resume, and that's going to bode well in his future. I just think Raceland showed up with a physical brand of football today too, super physical.
And run, and that's Logan Cantley. Or Lawson Cantley, excuse me, and we got a flag come in.
Yeah, I don't like that. I mean,
on the play.
Both teams just need to calm down.
Lawson Cantley.
So it's going to bring up fourth down, possibly. Unsportsmanlike against the Rams. That will give a first down to Country Day.
Yeah, end the season with a bang. A run, a good offense, get some points on the board.
So 15-yard penalty takes the ball into
First and 10 Bearcats.
The Rams territory. Screen pass out to Humphreys. Or swing pass, I guess I should say. Short gainer there.
Yeah, and you know, we haven't called Humphrey's name a lot this game either. He's been a big part of their success. You know, I just think just a lot of things didn't go well tonight for KCD.
So 2nd and 8. KCD fans
on the play. 2nd and 9, Bearcats.
Trying to urge their team forward.
Look at this.
And Harris has to throw the ball away there.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play. I don't know if the ball made it back to the line of scrimmage. Certainly,
on number 2, E.T. Harris.
Harris was outside the tackle box.
And, Harris is another great athlete that's been quiet tonight. I mean, just could not get anything going on the offensive side of the ball.
Roughing the passer.
Oh, roughing the passer. Okay. I thought that was maybe going to be a grounding call by where the flag was thrown, but it was. Turns out that's a big flag against Raceland.
I would love to see that again. I didn't really see that.
I think it happened after it went out of bounds, and we may try to show you that again, just since you asked. But 1st and 10 for Country Day. Harris to Edwards, but that was gobbled up. Here, we'll show you that play again
Pass complete to number 18
by
Brown
Harris.
Hamlin.
This is the previous play here.
Tackle by number 2, Wallace.
We went away from it, trying to follow the ball, so couldn't see the.
I mean, it was a close call. I can see it going
foul,
either way.
yeah.
Yeah, I can see it going either way. Good job out of refs. Make sure the game doesn't get dirty, though. I think that's more of what that was.
Yep.
Make sure it doesn't, escalate.
Catch, Humphreys over the middle.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's just
Number
been
2,
quiet
E.T.
tonight,
Harris, pass complete to number 3, Troy Humphrey.
It was a good route, easy pitch and catch.
Tackle by number 2,
Make it
Wallace.
3rd and a long one or a short 2.
Yep, Troy Humphreys is a senior as well. This will be his last season. He's also a basketball player as well.
Of course, it is a running clock, folks, here. So it is winding down for these Bearcats. But Raceland, and ball up in the air, and just couldn't come down with it was Edwards.
And that was a great job by the DB of getting his head around, because had he not turned his head around, that's a pass interference. So it's a good fundamental play by the young man in the secondary. Didn't really get his number. Looks like number 11. So that was a great. Yeah.
That's Austin.
Yep, Brody Austin. He's a senior as well. Looks like his senior will be extended one more game.
It will, and gets to play in at University of Kentucky, Kroger Field. It's going to be a first down, I believe.
Number 4, McLean Cantley.
From McLean Cantley.
Cantley, the sophomore, getting some touches. Got a bright future. Again, this KCD program, they're headed the right direction. I know this is going to be tough. It's going to be tough to eat this loss, but, I mean, you've got to be proud of this team, proud of this coaching staff. Again, losses are tough, but they'll be okay.
And just taking the ball to the sidelines there.
Yep.
And incomplete.
And this is the good thing about the running clock situation. It doesn't extend the game. Sometimes when it's over, it's over. You want to protect these kids, get them off the field. Again, it's going to be a tough loss for Kentucky Country Day, but I think they're going to move forward and be okay. And these facilities are just getting better and better. Every time I come to Kentucky Country Day, they're just better. I feel like, I was here maybe a month or so ago, and it looks better today. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Well, I will. Yes, I will. My first trip was just last week, but boy, it is very nice.
Yeah.
I also think as Harris keeps and gets it inside the 10-yard line.
Brought down by number 12, Cameron Bell.
And, before the game, I thought this would have been an opportunity for the offense. I thought Harris was going to be able to get loose on the offense side of the ball. But Raceland had a lot more team speed than what I expected.
So that's first and goal for the Bearcats. Just for pride reasons, they'd like to get it in here.
Absolutely.
Cantley on that first down play. Can't punch it in. Wilson checks in.
On the play, second down.
They'd certainly like to give the senior the chance to
absolutely
punch it in here. They've got 30 seconds left. And Wilson met behind the line of scrimmage. He falls forward. He's going to be close. Going to bring up third down, but more importantly, the clock is not stopping. And I think that's going to do it. Fumble on the play, recovered by the Rams.
Yep.
So that will do it. That's 2 fumbles for Wilson. And that is our final. So as the teams come to midfield to shake hands, and these Raceland Rams will be headed to Kroger Field next week at University of Kentucky to play against the winner of the Pikeville-Campbellsville game, which is in the fourth quarter, 5:13 remaining in the fourth. Pikeville leading that one over Campbellsville. We'll have that one on the ticker for you. We will run through some highlights of this one and certainly get you those scores on the ticker when we return here on Glycon.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience.
You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Family owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Mill graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Mail. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hurstbourne Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express washes to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
You're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets. Cuckoo Crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For your surprisingly great home and auto rate, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Brian Morrison and Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Enjoy the rest of your holiday.
As we return and watch the celebrations taking place here on the field, Monahan Field at Kentucky Country Day, where the Raceland Rams emerged victorious in this one this evening. And they will play at noon next Friday. They will play Pikeville at noon on Friday. That one just going final. I will get that on the ticker. As of right now, it just says fourth quarter, but that one is now a final. So Pikeville beating Campbellsville 28-21. And so it will be Raceland versus Pikeville for the 1A state championship next week at Kroger Field at the University of Kentucky. Well, Antoine, let's just briefly talk about this one and just your thoughts overall and on this win by Raceland.
Yeah, well, I'm not really surprised of how Raceland came into this game, was able to run the ball. We knew they was going to run the ball, had over 400 yards rushing last week, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm a little surprised about KCD's performance. They're normally well coached. They had a couple of costly penalties, some early fumbles. And, just a little surprised. I thought their team speed was going to be enough to, hold this Raceland offense, to a lower scoring. But they just was not able to do it. And Raceland showed up with a lot of physical football. They ran the ball, did what they wanted to do, and they came out with this 42-6 victory.
All right. Well, and it's one of those things. This KCD team had certainly had lots of talent on it, and they played well tonight. But as you said, didn't catch too many breaks. And then of course the three fumbles also didn't help at all the KCD cause. Well, let's step away, and we will certainly come back, and we will try to go through the scoring for both teams and walk you through how that transpired. I'll also try to get the rest of the ticker updated, and we will, as I said, step away, come back with more of the postgame show here on Glycod.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Tradition means values, and we want a banker who has the same philosophy. Traditional Bank is a Kentucky-based business, and that does mean a lot to a business that is based in Kentucky. They know what we're going through. They are always there for us, and that means more than anything else. My name is Allison. I choose Traditional Bank because of the personal service. Paddle on into Canoe, Kentucky.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. If you're a new or experienced agent and you would like to join Polo Real Estate, contact them at 502-702-7656. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Glycon on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycon.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycon.
As we return to Kentucky Country Day High School, where Raceland earns the right to go play next week in the finals of the 1A state playoffs. And this one really was led early and then often by the Raceland Rams, and they went on top quickly. 9:22 remaining in the first quarter. Pass play Logan Lundy to Brody Austin of 36 yards. Stanley knocked through the extra point, made it 7-0. 10:18 remaining second quarter. Raceland scores again. Passing play Lundy to Isaac Browning for 58 yards. Extra point good, made it 14-0. 7:09 left second quarter. A Noah Wallace run of about 45 yards, making it 21-0 after the extra point. That took us to halftime. No scores from KCD at that point. In the third quarter, 6:22 remaining. Rushing touchdown from Noah Wallace from just a couple yards out with the extra point, making it 28-0. 6:06 remaining in the third. Kentucky Country Day with their only score of the game on a rushing touchdown from McLean Cantley of 45 yards. That made it 28-6, but Raceland answered back with 5:09 remaining in the third. Rushing touchdown from Isaac Browning of about 18 yards. 35-6 was our score after that. And in the fourth quarter, Raceland scored one more time with 9:14 remaining and got the running clock going with a 10-yard pass play Lundy to Bryson Rousey, and that made it our final here tonight of 42-6. Well, we really should have had the most outstanding players of the game at this point, but to be quite honest, just had a lot of information on the ticker to get together for you, and so we wanted to make sure and bring you those scores. We had a lot of scores go final here in the last few minutes, and our executive producer, Steve Bird, firing those scores to me, so we wanted to make sure that we got those for you here tonight. And of course, our most important score, Raceland 42, Kentucky Country Day 6. So let's do this. Let's step away, and we'll catch one more quick break. When we come back, Antoine will present the most outstanding players of the game, and then we will sign off, and we will all try to get our toes back warmed up again. So stay tuned for the most outstanding players coming up in just a few moments here on Glycon.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. you can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, I'm Sarah Neely. I'm the financial manager at Mill Ridge Farm. Whenever you transition financial institutions, there's a tremendous amount of paperwork involved. Traditional banks streamlined this paperwork and they just made it very simple. Traditional Bank is a locally owned bank that allows us to operate on an international platform. They make my life better, they make my job easier, and they make Mill Ridge a better place.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience.
You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Last season, Glycod streamed over 160 games. As our presence grows throughout Kentucky and Southern Indiana, we have a need for production, sales, and social media support. If you've ever wanted to pursue a career in the fast-paced world of broadcasting but didn't know how, these opportunities could be for you. For more information, please contact info@glycod.com.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
As we return to Kentucky Country Day High School, let's just briefly check on the upcoming schedule on Glycod. High school basketball returns next week on Tuesday, November 28th at 7:30. Charlestown at Silver Creek, our Southern Indiana game. I will be there with Jeff Cooper on Thursday, November 30th at 7:30 p.m. Spencer County at Oldham County. On Friday, December 1st, all these games at 7:30, Dunbar at Bryan Station, North Oldham at Shelby County, and Trinity at Mayle. So those are our games next week on for basketball, as basketball starts on Glycod. Now it's time for our Most Outstanding Players. Tonight's Most Outstanding Players presented by State Farm Insurance agents Mike Shelton and Brian Morrison. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there for those. We're going to turn it back over to Antoine.
Absolutely. I'm going to start with Kentucky Country Day, the home team. Left here with a 42-6 loss. I'm going to go with McLean Cantley. I mean, he's a sophomore. He came in, he brought a spark to the team. He is the future of KCD. So I'm going to go with McLean Cantley, the sophomore running back / DB. Great job, McLean, coming in making an impact. And for Raceland, I think there were a few players had great games. I think the quarterback, Logan Lundy, had a good game. Noah Wallace had a great game. But I'm going to go with Isaac Browning, the junior running back. I think he really impacted the game in a positive way as well. When Noah wasn't in, he took the load, was able to move his team up and down the field. So he did a great job. So I'm going to go with Isaac Browning of Raceland and McLean Cantley for KCD.
All right, and Browning with couple of touchdowns, one on a catch and one on a rushing touchdown. So certainly deserving. Tonight's most outstanding players presented by State Farm Insurance agents Mike Shelton and Brian Morrison. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Well, Antoine, I'll give you the opportunity to give the almost last word here. Any final thoughts, putting a bow on the season for either of these teams?
Absolutely. KCD, they should be proud of themselves, had a great season. We got a lot of great returning players, got a great coaching staff. I expect to see them back in this game real soon moving forward. Raceland, wish you the best of luck moving forward. Great job by Coach Salmons and his crew. This next game, did you say Pikeville?
Yes.
Yes. This next game, Pikeville, for the state championship is going to be amazing. And also I want to add, this is Raceland's second time in a row going to the state championship game. So great job by Coach Salmons and wishing them the best of luck. This was a great game. Both teams have a lot to be proud of.
All right, so that will wrap it up for us here at Kentucky Country Day. Again, our final score was Raceland 42, KCD 6. Many thanks to the KCD AD, Amy Elliott, and her staff, head of school, Peter Eustis, for their hospitality tonight. Our Glycod executive producer tonight was Steve Bird. Our cameraman tonight was Xander Essex. For analyst Antoine Wordlow, I'm Dr. Todd Carter saying good night, God bless, belated happy Thanksgiving, and see you next week on Glycod.
Absolutely. Good night. God bless.
From Glycod, this has been IBEW Local 369 Louisville Football Friday. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Tonight's game was brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions. Commitment to quality. Polo Real Estate Group. A realtor you can trust. State Farm Insurance agents Brian Morrison and Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Blunt Dental Group. Straightforward smiles. Allstate Insurance agent Thomas Allen. He puts you in good hands. Thomas Car Wash. And Holy Smokes Barbecue.
Visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.